Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. You are a very wicked woman. Why didn't you use your daughter? Don't you have a daughter, or is she not a virgin? Why would you want to use another person's daughter to do something that you know will be detrimental to that child for the rest of her life? Why do you want to buy another person's daughter? A woman enraged over the fact that she discovered that Ebony had, invited her daughter. That is, Ebony's family invited her daughter. Some people are saying it's Ebony's family. Some are saying it was Ebony, even though we have heard that Ebony said she has got absolutely nothing to do with this. Invited her daughter to be a part of a bead carrying ritual that will ruin Queen Naomi's final reinstatement. Now, how did this happen? The reinstatement is happening, that sacred full moon ritual that will be happening to reinstate Queen Naomi to the Ooni of Ife fully. As we are hearing, if the information is correct, they said that 4 virgins are supposed to perform the Moonlight dance on that day during that sacred event, that the Moonlight dance will be in honor of Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi's coming together, like to a celebration or something. But this is an integral part of the event, and usually they will use virgins for that event. Now, they said that the virgins will be handpicked by women. That is, traditionally they will handpick this virgin. Usually it's a thing of pride, a thing of honor for them to pick your own. What that means is that the child is clean enough to be, called out. Maybe there's a royal wedding, or maybe they are looking for a bride for one of those royal sons or daughters. They can bring her out. That is what that means, if they feel that your daughter is qualified to be a part of this dance for the Ooni of Ife. And so they said they have already handpicked these women, these virgins, and the families have given approval for these virgins to be used. And then what that means is that they're already preparing them against that 21st for the event, okay? And so what we heard, if the information is correct, is that this 18-year-old girl was invited to Ebony's family house, where she was offered to do something. But before we go into the detail of what had happened, I want to talk to you about this dance and this virgin, why they would need 4 virgins, and what this is all about. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dela Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the south, still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love your show. Adukbe, my people. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I love you. Thank you so much. Now, they say 4 virgins will dance in honor of the Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi during the upcoming full moon. And this is not an ordinary celebration. This is a deeply spiritual and sacred ritual that carries generations of significance, rooted in the ancient culture of the Yoruba people. These virgins have not just been randomly chosen. They have been handpicked after rigorous spiritual screening by the Yanifas, the royal spiritual women of wisdom. Each of them comes from a lineage that has strong ancestral ties to Ile-Ife, and their parent gave full approval and spiritual consent for them to participate in this sacred act. In Yoruba spiritual tradition, virgins are seen as vessels of purity, untouched, untainted, and closest to the divine. Their energy is believed to be fresh, uncorrupted by the complexities of adulthood relationships or blood covenant that can cloud spiritual potency. When a virgin dances, especially under the full moon, it is not just a physical dance, it is a spiritual invocation. Their movement becomes prayer, their footsteps awaken the spirit of the land, their rhythm connect heaven and earth. So when 4 virgins are asked to dance in honor of Queen Naomi and the Ooni of Ife, it is a statement, it is a spiritual pronouncement that the union between Queen Naomi and the Ooni is being sanctified, blessed again by the gods of the land, and purified before the eyes of both the living and the ancestors. But why must it be 4 virgins? That is what we'll be talking about now. In Yoruba cosmology, the number 4 is sacred. It represents the 4 cardinal points: north, south, east, and west. It represents completeness. It also symbolizes balance, male and female, day and night, spiritual and physical. So when 4 virgins dance, they are calling on the forces from every direction to bear witness. They are saying that this reinstatement is not just a local event, it is a cosmic one. They summon harmony from all elements. They declare that Queen Naomi's return is not being driven by human emotion alone. It is spiritual, it is ancestral, it is divine. The virgins will begin their dance at twin light just as the full moon begins to rise. They will be clad in white, okay, the color of purity and spiritual presence. White in Yoruba culture is also associated with Obatala, the Orisha of wisdom, peace, and moral clarity. Queen Naomi herself is known for her spiritual purity and deep connection with divine visions. These virgins are dancing not just in her honor, but in spiritual alignment with her. Their dance signals a restoration, a wiping away of all the manipulations, betrayals, envy, and spiritual attack that caused her exit in the first place. So that is what this is about. Each virgin will represent an element in Queen Naomi's journey. The first virgin will dance for innocence, to reclaim the innocence of the queen's love for the Ooni before, court politics and jealousy corrupted it. The second virgin will dance for resilience, representing how Queen Naomi stood tall in dignity despite the false accusations, spiritual warfare, and emotional pain. The third will dance for divine favor, inviting back the spiritual covering that once shielded Queen Naomi inside the palace and declaring her spiritual approach, okay, and more. Okay, the fourth and final virgin will dance for rebirth, the symbolic return of Queen Naomi to her rightful throne, not as a woman returning to a man, but as a spiritually mandated queen stepping into her divine assignment again. Now, this sacred dance is not for entertainment. No music from modern instrument will be allowed. Only the sacred drum beat of the talking drum and the Igba will guide the rhythm. The Oni will watch from his royal stool under heavy spiritual covering. Queen Naomi will be positioned inside a sacred circle of white chalk and palm, fronts. Okay, her head adorned with the coral beads of her crown. She must not speak during the entire dance. She is to be in a state of meditation and prayer, connecting with the ancestral mother of the land. The dance must end before midnight as the full moon reaches its spiritual peak. That exact moment is when the final seal of spiritual acceptance will fall. The priest and Yanifas will read the energy. If the 4 virgins complete the dance without interruption or spiritual distortion, and if Queen Naomi's spirit aligns completely with theirs, then the Oni will stand, raise his staff, and declare her fully reinstated before heavens and earth. The palace elders, traditional chiefs, and members of the royal court will bow in reverence, but this cannot happen without the virgins. So that was the reason why they picked the virgins, okay? And so now, as we are hearing what is going on, they say these virgins have been handpicked and everything, and we heard that, at this point, I don't understand this kind of stubbornness. Even at this point, people are still trying to ruin this. They said they invited one of them, the girl, 18 years old. She was the one who came back and told the family what her encounter was out there. They invited her and made her an offer on what she must carry to the, full moon dance ground. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media, should not be seen as fact.